Okay. This is a submission from Eureka. Asia's loneliest generation is going broke. Uh-oh.
Morning, welcome back. Always great to see you. Funny thing is, when I swiped your card, it said insufficient funds, so I'm gonna go.
Rima, do you want to see a movie or something? Sorry, I only date anime guys, not the real guys.
Okay, so paying someone for love or companionship isn't a new revolutionary concept. We've been doing it for generations. Back in the day, in ye old brothels. If the price is right.
Why is there somebody upside down?
Drew Carey would materialize out of thin air with a wheel of potential friends you can spend the night with. Things have definitely changed over the years. What is revolutionary is Asia, coming up with new...
I wonder what Aligraza, the only person in a stable relationship in this chat here, thinks about the dating tips that we just listened to.
Interesting
Yeah,
ways.
not sure, but he's packing true. But in the like Renaissance time, they all wore these like cock bulges because it's like it was like a symbol of virility, and also it protects their jewels.
To monetize these relationships. They saw a gap in the market of lonely singles in your area and filled it with the hottest people and non-people you'll ever see. All we need is your name, ID, and the last 4 digits of your credit card. There's services that let you rent a boyfriend or girlfriend to scratch that relationship itch you've been having, where you can eat a meal and spend quality time together as couples do. After your allotted time is up, you just move on with your day as usual. No need to deal with all the drama of being in a relationship. Want a different experience where you get to interact with many attractive hotties in one sitting? Check out these NPC theme parks. Asian guys who look like they came straight out of a video game are just strolling around, waiting for you to hit the A button so they can start their NPC dialogue with you. Well, now that I'm looking closer,
there's NPC people?
Oh my god. Well, that's forward. Hey,
well, that's forward.
Without laughing. Me?
He grabbed her tongue. Chill. Oh, it's a dating service, or is it like an attraction? I thought he just walked around and stuff. But did they give you missions and stuff? What is this park called?
He has an NPC. A tired innkeeper or an old maiden type of wizard.
Did you put your name on the goblet of fire?
Okay, what if you hate outside? Dealing with the hassle of commuting somewhere and interacting with gross, real people.
True.
I know, those can be annoying. Check out these AI husbandos and waifus. The perfect significant other.
I'm pretty sure he rented a mom. I keep trying to convince Barrett, Nuzagi, and Sayu to rent a family. You know, just live your perfect family life for a day. Put them all to work. Make them clean your house. Oh, we can make them clean our Airbnb.
They can be anything you want. Cute, funny, available to talk to at any time of the day. Plus, they don't smell or have to go number 2. Oh, lucky.
Babe, can you teach me Chinese?
No, the host club is really expensive. I'm not going there.
Simple. For example, hello in Chinese is ni hao. Say it back to me, babe.
Ni hao.
Damn, that sounded perfect. You're a natural, babe. Now,
is anyone blushing? Why am I blushing?
Video games, where the main appeal is a big roster of attractive characters, have gotten a big boost in popularity lately. Genshin Impact, the otome genre like Love and Deep Space, raking in the big bucks. In double digits. I'm talking like 30 million USD in just 1 year. These sexy clusters of pixels can already retire at 8 months old. Damn, what are these people paying for? Must be really engaging, with fun gameplay mechanics, maybe?
True, I'll be competing with Barrett for the femboys if we go to the park, to the NPC park.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
You shouldn't do that.
And last but not least, the most lucrative form of capitalizing on parasocial relationships is the live streaming industry. We've seen it time and time again. Entertainers who lock in for 8 hours, 7 days a week, that end up cultivating a super loyal fan base to support them, which eventually leads to some fans getting overly invested in their favorite streamer. So after normalizing these parasocial relationships fueled by capitalism, chat, as a society, are we cooked? Yeah, maybe, but not all the way. Medium rare at most. People are feeling lonelier and lonelier every year. Going out, meeting people naturally, and actually becoming friends with them is a lot easier said than done. On one side, it's cool seeing people find new ways to fulfill their social needs. Sure, these types of relationships aren't the norm, but if it's between 2 consenting people with healthy expectations that these aren't a replacement.
I'm staying single until they make you know, like in Blade Runner, he has like an AI, and it's going to be that I'll have, but with Gojo Satoru's voice.
For real life interactions, then we good. Until it's not good. As with all human experiences, there's a science behind it. Even with gifting money during a live stream, the live aspect makes it feel like this is a normal person within reach compared to an A-list celebrity behind 55 bodyguards and 55 PR people. It's all in real time,
What the
so there's
fuck?
a higher
She's
chance the
surrounded by
streamer
so
you're
many.
supporting will notice you. And if you consistently show up during their streams, you'll build that dopamine-inducing rapport with them. You give them the money and they give you a thank you.
Thank you so much for the sub. Oh my god, guys.
Oh my god, is that PewDiePie? Oh my god, is this what I sound like? Oh my god, guys, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, Ninja. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that PewDiePie? Oh my god, I can't. I'm sorry. Look, they look really young. This is barely recognizable.
It also feels like you're in an exclusive little community full of people with the same interests as you. Like
Yeah.
a sports team or a D&D group that gets together every week.
True.
Except the activity is one person entertaining everyone. There is a slippery slope with
No,
this type of
but then there's like subgroups that forms and then they entertain each other. Kind of runs on its own. But do you have that disorder that you can't identify faces? Oh my god, maybe I'm actually racist and I think all white guys look the same or some shit. No, I can't identify faces. For real. I have a better memory for clothes though.
environment. It's a breeding ground for people who are chronically online, using these relationships to replace real ones, leading to situations where someone goes overboard with their affection towards a one-sided friendship. Like that man who sold his baby for $16,000 to a couple looking to adopt, and then blew all of that money on tipping live streamers. He was arrested afterwards, since this whole thing was very illegal. He traded in his child like a rare Pokemon card, only to end up broke and in jail. Just cause you can have a kid doesn't mean you should have one. You can't even relax, even as a baby. Gotta lock in at all times. Lonely people are an easy target for these types of business models, where you have someone keeping you company in exchange for money or your time. There
I
is
know
promise
I'm
of a
not a
type
good
of
fellas to
intimacy.
have better chance at cold approaching. You need to go out and socialize. That way you can pick up also and go to the gym. Get a Spider-Man bod lol.
Get a Spider-Man bod and go to the gym. It sucks that going to the gym is like the norm now because I hate going to the gym. But having a good bod does help. Does help. The thing with guys is that like you don't even need to have a good face. You only need to have a decent bod.
When you become a fan of an influencer you interact with daily,
And then if you meet a woman, you just like show off your forearms, and then she's gonna react like a Victorian man or something. She's gonna be like, whoa.
sometimes it's scary seeing how easy it is to escape from the sucky parts of life just by using the internet. Kongto, a 32-year-old fan, lives at home with his parents in Miaolai, Taiwan. Having never kissed a girl, Kongto feels more capable of expressing love to a live streamer on the internet than to a woman in real life.
What's grog? Are you doing a caveman imitation?
He watches his favorite live streamer Yu Tong in private, fearing his parents' reaction if they learn of his habit. Becoming a fanboy or a fangirl is a lot more accessible now since we all have computers
You can
and
post
phones.
it. You can also
fall down
post it
a
in
rabbit
Discord,
hole
sir.
of a random you never heard of before
Burgers.
and come out the other end as a super fan in a day. I subscribe to the mindset people can do whatever they want with their life as long as they're not hurting anyone. Don't matter to me. I got my own to worry about. There is, however, still a bit of a negative connotation when you hear someone say they're a fan of watching live streams. They sort of have a brand image to uphold.
Yeah.
Here, check out this live stream watcher.
I never tell people I watch live streams because it's like I feel like there's a stigma associated to it.
Starter pack. Dark, dingy basement, bed rotting, hasn't left room all day, minus 50 in social skills, not a single drop of water was consumed since yesterday. That me? What's closer to reality is people watching live streams more casually, or they'll have it on in the background where they're not interacting with it 100% of the time. Kongto is one of many bachelors who watch live streams to combat loneliness. This is especially prevalent in Asian countries, where many young men must leave their family villages for work in city factories. Without a familiar face for miles around, they turn to live streams to make their new environment less
It's also
isolating.
entertaining.
If this helps, then good. On the other hand, it's kind of like an illusion of socially connecting with someone. It really depends on each person's situation and how reliant they are. Will they have a full-on breakdown if their favorite
My diet is not to eat anything after 6 o'clock. Lost 20 grams in 2 years that way. Dude, my biggest problem is that I eat before bed and I can't stop this habit. But at the same time, it's like a side product of sleeping late, right? Because if your last meal was 8 hours ago, of course you're gonna want to eat again.
creator gets Thanos snapped away? Or will the world keep turning for them? At the same time, might these live streamers be using their fans' loneliness to exploit them for profit? Well, sorta kinda, possibly yes.
今天给大家讲一下怎么样走进土豪的世界。我相信每一个主播其实都想要多拉几个土豪用户嘛，然后提高自己的销售。
Although, it does take two to tango. No one's forcing you to give away all your life savings just for a chance to be noticed, but it's also scummy to zero in on emotionally vulnerable people. It's like this giant spectrum. There's a lot of online personalities with super fans who support them in a healthy way with boundaries. The creator isn't your BFF, and your fans are also not your BFF. I'd say most of these relationships fall somewhere in the middle, and it should stay that way because the extreme side gets dicey. In recent news, a man in China took things too far when he became obsessed with a streamer. And not in the fun Mariah Carey song type of way.
Mr. Hong, a simple fellow who ate plain
Rima, are you using our loneliness? No, it's the other way around. You guys are using my loneliness to make fun of me. And it ain't cool, okay? You guys can't outwit me. Outwitting people is my specialty,
buns
okay?
every day so he could save up money, not for bills or on a down payment on a house, but to
Steam
send his favorite
buns.
streamer in the form of gifts and tips, which ended up costing him around
100,000 USD?
Okay,
Whoa.
choices were made, buns were eaten, money was spent. We can feel bad for him, but ultimately it's his responsibility to budget his finances. I think we overspent a little bit here. How about we cut back on the buns? At least he wasn't blindly donating. He did have an end goal. Mr. Hong wanted to hear his favorite streamer call him brother.
"Hell yeah, brother." Streams will usually have a ranking metric that shows the amount people have donated, with the highest gifters at the very top. If you're the big dog who's spent the most money, there's more weight to what you have to say. These are referred to as big brothers in China, and the streamer will
They
usually
are?
prioritize keeping these rich fans around by giving them more attention.
And when you think about it, the one with the most power isn't the streamer
Stop
themselves,
calling me
but the person with
auntie.
the most money. All communities will have some sort of hierarchy, even within fandoms. The older brother term in Asia doesn't always
They want to be called Lil Bro.
mean someone who's blood related. None of that weird King Charles II with the loose jaw stuff going on here. It's like when a girl calls an older guy oppa in Korean or oni-chan in Japanese. These can be terms of endearment you say to a
Oh, yeah,
close
it's
friend
oni-chan,
or to
yeah,
someone
yeah.
you're familiar with who's older than you. Even in casual settings around strangers, social hierarchy is really important in Asian countries because it shows respect. Mr. Hong just wanted a really expensive Big Brother shout out, which he probably could have gotten on sale somewhere else.
So when 100,000 USD wasn't enough to get Mr. Hong his brother title, he started to steal copper materials from his family's business to sell for extra cash. It got to the point where he stole over
Wow.
300,000 USD and sent every last penny to the streamer, which was basically his family's life savings.
Looking into this gave me a
Wow.
jump scare at how common these cases are.
Although there
That's
are a lot of
scary.
people who do have the extra money to spend.
也是心理寂寞吧，然后就需要一个精神的寄托。一般是一言不合先刷礼物，进来，什么也没跟你说，就觉得他其实可能在房间里待了很久。
现在我还差6万17级，我现在这个号是48万。
East Asia has come so far technology-wise, but they have some of the loneliest people living there. A lot of
75K.
factors come into play. The super high pressure to do well in school, the toxic work environment that sucks
Yeah.
up all your free time. It's getting a lot harder to meet people.
And all these new inventions make it that much easier to become a hermit on a whim. Don't feel like you belong in any part of society? Isolate yourself at home and be completely
Oh my
fine.
god, that's
Not mentally.
us, Hikikomoris. It's kind of like I'm kind of like the main character in Konosuba, like a neat.
Of course, but for basic needs, you got a roof over your head, all your meals can be delivered, plus all your entertainment and social needs can be met. through
See,
a
they're
stream.
also ordering Uber Eats.
I know some of you are probably thinking, this is my ideal day off, which is okay to do once in a while, but not for long periods of time.
The traditional route of school, good job, married, child, buy car, house, then die
We're not getting that
is
anymore.
becoming less of a reality for most.
It also seems like people are realizing, you know what, maybe this isn't the path for me. Even though there's still a bunch of societal pressure, it's a tad more acceptable nowadays.
It's not even worth buying a house anymore, legit. Like, at least not in Canada. You might as well invest your money elsewhere. Like, sure, you can buy a house to lock in the price because houses always go up in price. but you're gonna pay condo fees. You're gonna pay, oh, the elevators needs to be repaired. Whoops, there you go. That's $500 more you gotta pay per month. Like, you actually get more return on your investment doing other stuff. I don't think it's even worth it. The taxes are insane. Yes.
Is to find a different way to live your life.
Cause you stress.
If we had 7 levels of there would be horse photos every week. True. Not financial advice. In Poland these days, it's cheaper to build one than to buy one. Wow.
Me stress. We all stress.
You know how stressful it is to try and maintain all your relationships nowadays? It's becoming more enticing to just pay someone for social interactions rather than going out and finding them naturally. You know, as they say, money can't buy happiness, but it can sure solve a lot of your problems.
Host clubs in Japan are really popular spots that cater to a female clientele, where women will pay attractive men to keep them company for the night while drinking. And nothing really happens inside the club other than just chatting. It's mainly the attention and
why do they always have like crazy hairstyles?
companionship people are seeking without all the baggage.
ホストの人たちって何をする人たちなのかっていうのをちょっと教えていただけますか？
例えば女性だったりのお酒を飲む場を楽しませることだったり、あとやっぱりちょっと寂しくてちょっと異性とこう飲みたいなっていう女の人もいるんで。
And if you're not into the bar scene, a man in Japan made a living advertising himself as someone you can hire to just stand there and do nothing.
Really? That is an interesting business plan. That's an interesting venture. I want to be the do nothing girl. Who hires that? What's the point of this? That's genius. What? You know what would be smart is you hire somebody to bring to your family reunions so people can't fucking keep asking you why you still single.
His clients like having his presence around.
Yo,
when
what
they
is
feel
this
like
dish?
going
It
out
looks so
but don't wanna
good.
Deal with bothering a friend or feeling the pressure to socialize. And if you need to talk about your problems, he's a great sounding board.
This is basically consensual trauma dumping. Anyone ever feel this? There have been times when I
he's a
found it
paid
was easier
chaperone.
to tell a stranger I'll never see again something kind of personal compared to a friend. They don't even have to say anything. If you cosplay as a wall with ears and eyes, that's good enough for me. An introvert's ideal friend. Wall. I always make Sims references, but this is literally having someone's presence fill up your social media for the week. You know, we don't all have to follow the same path. If you want to spend your money shaving those hot guys in space with no facial hair, then more power to you.
From an outside perspective, it's easy to look at these people and feel bad for them. But paying for companionship is really a case-by-case basis. There are healthy ways to include parasocial relationships into your life, so it ends up in a net positive.
I invested a lot of my time and money into content creators, artists, and K-pop idols who don't even know I exist. And I'm totally fine with that, because they're providing me with entertainment and comforting background noise. What helps me from becoming
I used to be on a live stream. Like not be on a live stream. Like I used to always watch live streams all the fucking time. Wake up, watch live streams the entire day. You know, chat there, sub there. I spent a lot of time as a viewer. Now I have less time, but especially during the pandemic. Oh my god. You get to have friends, you get to know the community. It was fun. Something relaxing about just turning on a live stream about somebody gaming like in the morning and stuff.
Online is making sure I get up and go outside at some point.
The perfect ratio is 1 real-life interaction for every 5 attractive game character or online interactions.
This your exclusive service?
That sounds sus. Since I made it up, just go outside and talk to human, okay? But before you do that, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed yourself here. That's 1 more food for the YouTube algorithm and 1 more engagement for me. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.
He has funny jokes. Invasion. Oh my god, he's close to 1 million subs. His channel's grown so much. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.